Sangai and Jima Joliana. Um, these were the four that were the most available on this day. And all right, I think I got her on right now. My first guest, 9 year anniversary show, the one and only Joseline Navarro. Welcome back.
Hey, it's good to be back.
How you been health wise, and with this whole quarantine that we are in?
I've been good. I've been good health wise. Yeah. I'm still working.
Oh,
Been on.
okay. Well, what type of job you doing?
Um, I am like, all right. So, so I'm kind of a resident at a hospital in the middle of an internship, actually, with like a sports team. But we're on the medical field, working at a hospital now.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. With respect to all the medical people out there that's making a difference in the front line. Much respect to you and everyone that is contributing and during this pandemic. So I've always admired you as a wrestler, as a human being, and so respect to you and everyone. Um, so the, were you able to get some wrestling shows in prior to everything being shut down? Do you have any like memories that you had from the shows that you were able to do?
Yeah, the very last shows I did was the intergender bonanza, the Stan Styles intergender bonanza, and I had some custom matches in New Jersey the following day. I was supposed to do the IWA show, but I wasn't able to make it. That was supposed to be my last show before everything got like shut down. So, but well, actually, what's crazy is I was in New York City, and that's when like the day I was there, like in Queens, they had shut the city down for the virus thing. So I was like, oh damn, like well that's cool. And I had called and told my parents. I'm like, yeah, they shut down New York City because of the virus, and they were like, yeah, don't come back home. Like stay where you at. I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool. I'll be back someday. so, so yeah, definitely wild. I miss wrestling, but
Absolutely. I have similar experience with New York City. But this was like back when like the whole city got shut down. Electricity. Um and me and my family was in one of those red buses when the shutdown happened. And just electricity just went down. Times Square, everything. And that's my in New York City, and then from the moment the electricity went back on, the following day we was like, let's get out of here, let's bounce. So, but of course that's under total different circumstance compared to your experience, you know, with New York City and everything. But yeah, it's very important, social distancing. This is kind of the norm that we are in right now. We all miss independent wrestling. We all miss some wrestling shows can't even go on because of this. But health and safety is absolutely the number one priorities now. Um, so just if you ain't working, like I'm not working, stay your butt at home. Uh, I want to see Jocelyn Navarro back at it when this pandemic is all said and done. Either I have to go to Ohio because I got a little history with the state of Ohio. Living there, Buckeyes football fan. I'm
yeah.
I took that with me to Kentucky, and people was hating on me, but I'm like whatever. I'm a Buckeyes fan, and I always will be. Of course, I'm in Kentucky, SEC county, but
Yeah,
Kentucky
yeah.
Kentucky football, they're not Georgia, they're not Alabama, they're not even Florida. So they like at the bottom. So they can't really talk smack to us Buckeye folks. I'm just saying, like
Exactly.
step your game up, and
Right.
so there's no way I'm gonna do this interview without talking Buckeyes football. So I want to get into it. Um, it was a great season that we had. Ryan Day did an outstanding job. Justin Fields from Georgia was impressive. Chase Young was a beast. It was
Mhm.
it was heartbreaking how we lost to Clemson. Um,
Oh,
I
Jesus.
I honestly we got robbed in some of those plays. And
We sure did.
we did, but from for what you watched, and you went to an OSU game the previous season. You went to the Penn State game. Um,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like you was a Buckeye fan, how did you feel about the season and how you feel about Ryan Day moving forward?
Um, like you were saying, like we had a great season, and it took a turn for the worse. Clemson, um, definitely, definitely wanted to see go all the way and win and all that. Um, I like Ryan Day. Ryan Day has to make better adjustments for the team moving forward. But I think because Ohio State is such a prominent team, like, we like Chase Young leaving, so we should be able to like reload and replace what we're losing. So hopefully in this incoming season, we can fix the mistakes, and we can get back into the playoffs. And I want Clemson again because they've beat us our last two head-to-heads. I want to say they beat us a couple of years back also, like 3 times. Yeah, it was 3 times, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I really want that. I really want to win against Clemson. Like we need. Like we went up against a lot of teams. People thought, Ohio State's not gonna beat them. Like in 2014, when we went up head-to-head against Alabama, everybody counted us out, and we beat them. And we can beat Alabama, we can beat Clemson,
Yeah.
No, it's not the same team, but we can get it done.
Facts. Absolutely facts. As far as we had them. Trevor Lawrence wasn't playing that good, and then as soon as
Mhm.
that helmet to helmet play was called on Sean Wright, which that should not have been a helmet to helmet call, and then he got kicked off the game. That made me hot. Made me very, very angry. I feel like the future is bright. We'll be fine. Clemson, they losing some pieces too. But Trevor Lawrence, he'll be back next year. But at least somebody from Ohio State won a championship, and that was Joe Burrow. So not all was necessary loss. And so,
Yeah.
and I love the OSU fans, short shorts, bro. We love him. We appreciate him. We happy for him. Let's just show that same energy towards Justin Fields because he had a pretty good season. And
He had a great season, and I think one of the biggest things that I've seen throughout our season that we definitely need to work on is our defense against the run.
yeah,
Wow, it was making me so mad at some points. Like,
yeah,
come on, like
oh
we were
yeah,
all over the place.
yeah. That's definitely the one thing we have to work on. So we'll see how that goes. So I had to get the Ohio State crowd in there. So we'll switch back to wrestling for a bit. Now, while pretty much the whole independent wrestling scene is on the sidelines for now, of course WWE still doing shows. AEW still doing shows. Both without fans, obviously. And the hilarious story is that as of Monday, the governor of Florida deemed WWE as essential. I'm like, if I'm living in Florida and I'm a non-essential employee and I'm sitting my butt at home while these people get to show up and work, I'll be pissed off. Like, what? Now,
Right.
don't get me wrong. Like, as a wrestling fan, not just one company, but all, I appreciate the entertainment during the pandemic, but I'm still pissed off. Like, I'll be pissed. Like, if you live in Florida and you can't even work, but these people can, now, that's just me. Like, as a wrestler, you see this happening. Like, what's your honest opinion about these shows still going during this pandemic?
Honestly, I feel like they need to stop them from doing that because it's a lot of people that makes the operation run. Like, you got obviously the wrestlers, but you got people in production, makeup, catering. There's so many people that are in the backstage area at all times.
Yeah.
And like it's too many people for something like the virus that can survive on surfaces and that's airborne and stuff. I think it's too many people in one setting. I know like the performance center is big, and they're like, oh, we're not all grouped together in one spot or whatever. But really, it's too many people for that. And then you gotta also account for not only is it like a virus thing where it's easily spread, but right now like other things can also be easily spread, like with like staph infections and stuff like that. So it's like they should really just sit this out right now. Like the wrestlers make enough money for where they'll be fine sitting a couple of weeks out and, healing their bodies and whatnot. Like, wrestling is not an essential business.
Yeah, absolutely. From your side of things, I respect where you're coming from. It's we are in a time when we can't even be near each other right now. These
Right.
wrestlers are near each other all the time, from on the road to at work. We see it on TV every week. And again, I'm not trying to, act like a hypocrite. I appreciate them trying, giving it all they can, giving us that relief, that escape. But on the flip side, like you said, with all that's happening on the scene and behind the scene, and every other sport that you can think of, that's been shut down, and I just think, Vince McMahon putting his people at risk, and people at AEW doing the same thing. So it's like, look, we want wrestling, we want all the other options, but it just ain't happening right now. So, and just recently, one of their employees was tested positive as of this past weekend, but has fully recovered. So it's like, yeah, I definitely get where you're coming from.
Right.
So I guess we'll see what happens in the coming weeks and months. Um, I did read from Dr. Fauci. He said that sports can come back in the summer with no fans, and of course athletes have to go through some strict, and unfortunately, for some, they had to be away for their families for months if they were to resume. How realistic is it that sports can come back, in your opinion?
I think it would be cool for sports to come back, even if they don't have any fans. But at the same time, like you said, like if they're taking the necessary protocols and whatnot, because I'm guessing by the summer they'll have a better handle on this virus stuff, because right now they really kind of still don't. But I do think having entertainment for people is important, but just as long as they are handling everything the right way. And that's why I feel like WWE and AEW and all of them should take a couple of weeks off, just like everybody else is doing, because they need to make sure there's a better handle on this virus thing right now, because people are still, perishing to it. So until they, get a better handle on it, just have everybody wait it out. Everybody's still going to do their workouts and still take the next steps to be ready, so they don't have to get ready. But everybody should just, hold their horses and wait until like June or something like that, and then, But yeah, it would be dope to see like, football, baseball come back. I watch track and field, so it would be dope to see that. Don't really have a lot of fans there anyway, but it'd be dope to
unless
to
you see
watch that
Usain
also.
Bolt. Yeah, unless they see Usain Bolt. I mean, I like track and field. I like it's got that entertainment feel to it, the braggadocious, cockiness, arrogance, especially when you went into that finish line. And we was, of course, the Olympics were scheduled for this year. They moved back the year. So I would have been okay if WWE shut down after WrestleMania. Like, you once you get WrestleMania, that's fine. After that, chill out for a bit, and when things start to flatten that curve, then I think we'll be okay. So as far as you talked about a show that IWA Mid South. That was the last show that you was trying to get to before everything got shut down. I think that's the one in Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Yes.
I was trying to get to that show that night, but then I was like, things are going to escalate any further, so I'm just staying my butt at home. So that's that. And I won't take too much time, Joseline, but thank you so much for calling in on the 9-year anniversary show. You've always been very supportive of me, and I'm support you. And again, thank you to everyone in the front line for your countless hours of just helping people during this time, and just keep up the good work. We're rooting for you, and I appreciate you. Thank you again, Joseline. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.